Yes, it's all about Jeju. We invite guests from all over, and we actually give you information about everything there is to know about Jeju, as a matter of fact, about locations, tourist places, food, you name it. We have it.
So you're the go-to person.
Oh yes. And I just happen to love living in Jeju as well.
How long have you been there?
I would say more than a decade.
Really?
Yes.
More than a decade.
More than a
Wow.
decade.
What would be one of your favorite things about Jeju?
Oh, that would be very hard to say because there are so many things here that I can't list it. It's kind of like asking, do you like your mother or do you like your father?
Oh, I can answer that.
You can?
I'm just kidding. I hear
Anyway.
that you're joined by a bunch of guests in the
Yes,
studio
that's
there.
right. And here are the people who will cry if I were to ever to leave Jeju, right? Right, guys? Hi. Yes. So,
Hey, they're not crying; they're laughing.
oh well.
I'm just kidding.
No, they're doing kind of a yes. No, they will cry, right?
Oh, so
right,
yeah,
guys?
so
Yes,
there's
of
more
course.
than one people in the studio. Let's get an introduction of everyone who's in there right now with the view of the squid boats. I'm sorry.
Okay, so hi guys, and maybe we should start with the Ida on my right. Can you introduce yourself? Yes, hi.
Hi, I'm Ida.
No, a little bit more
A little
than
bit more than
that.
that.
I'm
Yes.
a Lithuanian working in Jeju, and I love Jeju as well.
Oh, great.
Doing a research.
Okay, and
What kind of research are you doing? I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go.
It's international hospitality management related. It's related to the program I'm working at.
It's obviously something that I know nothing about.
Probably you would. I mean, it's restaurants and hotels.
Oh,
and everything. You
okay,
stay
okay.
there, right?
Yeah, restaurants. I know a lot about restaurants.
Yeah, food.
I love to eat. Yes. Okay. It's nice meeting you.
Nice to meet
Okay,
you too.
and our token gentleman across from me. Hi, Dan.
Hi.
Yeah, so please give a brief introduction about yourself as well.
I'm Daniel Madman, 32 years old, been in Jeju for 7 years, and I teach at a high school in Hallym, which is about 20 minutes west of Jeju City.
And
Awesome.
you're from Canada,
Canada, from
right?
Canada.
Yeah, so we have a Lithuanian, we have a Canadian, and last but not least, we have another lady here. Yes.
Hey, I'm Susan. I'm American, and I've just been in Jeju for a little under a year. I teach at an elementary school here in Jeju.
Hi,
Okay,
Susan.
so we've got
Hello.
Susan, 1-year veteran teaching, Dan, 7-year veteran teaching, and I'm sorry, I didn't catch the first name.
Ida.
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 You know that was on
Ida.
Saturday, right?
Yes. Ida, I think you know a little bit of Jeju-mal, don't you?
No, I don't.
Yes. Anyway, Ida has been here for 3 years now.
No, actually 1 year and 4 months.
Okay. Well, you're still almost close to 3 years anyway.
Half of it, half of it.
That's right. Okay, so it's lovely in the studio, and I think what would be a good idea is to perhaps ask some of the questions to our guests. What do you think, guys?
Oh, that sounds
Sure.
great.
Okay, so I guess we did ask how long they've been here, but let's see. Why did you guys come to Jeju? I think that's certainly something that everybody's curious about.
Okay. I came to Jeju because I love the outdoors, and as soon as I saw pictures of it, I knew that it was the one place in Korea I wanted to move. I mean, ocean and mountains and so many things to do. It's the greatest place in Korea, I think.
And that's Susan. Why don't we, while we go around, right before you speak, say who you are, so our listeners can recognize your
Sure.
voice.
Okay, that was Susan. So how about you, Dan? Why did you end up in Jeju?
Okay, I'm Dan, and I ended up in Jeju because my cousin was here ahead of me, and he told me about, just like Susan said, the beaches, the mountains, the forest, the culture, the food, everything, and that was just music to my ears coming from southwestern Ontario. There are none of those things that I just
I
mentioned.
think for Dan, I have the question for you is, you're a 7-year veteran.
Yeah.
I know everybody comes here for work initially or because they're attracted to it, but you got to like it a lot to stay 7 years.
That's right.
What
I love it.
what keeps you here in Jeju?
Jeju.
Jeju.
Did you get married to a Jeju native?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
See?
See?
That means he really has to like it.
Yeah, some people just ended up getting married or something like that. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I'm young,
Yes.
you know, so just because
Yes,
somebody might
and
be
Not old.
confused.
and young. There are people who stay in Jeju, and as Dan answered, because of Jeju.
No,
Because
most
of a
of the
woman.
foreigners that I know in Jeju probably would reply just like Dan did. A lot of them have decided that they want to stay here permanently, if not well, they usually say, I'm not sure, but I want to stay as long as I can.
Right.
I recently met a gentleman, Miles. He's not married to a Korean. He actually has a foreign wife himself. And the two of them love the island so much. They've been here for a while and they are staying for the time being as long as they can, they say.
Right.
I think
Right.
that's so impressive.
Right. Oh, it's a great place to live. It's so the lifestyle is amazing. You have vacations every weekend. You have vacations on a Wednesday. You go after work. You go to the beach and you're playing volleyball or throwing the frisbee around, or you go snorkeling.
And
That's
that's
your
like
Wednesday.
that's like one of the very few places where you can actually surf,
Right.
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 right?
And you know, my foreign friends there say, where can you get mountain, beach, good weather, and if you get a little lonely, you could go to like Jeju-si.
Southern
and
Cali.
Still have, you know.
You can get it at Southern Cali.
Don't know about the good weather. The weather part may be a little bit iffy, but yes, on the southern side, we definitely get good weather.
Dude, it was snowing when we were there.
Yeah, it is true. And let's ask Ida what she thinks about Jeju.
Yes, Ida.
Yes, Ida. So if you had to recommend some places in Jeju, where would it be?
There are so many of them. Of course, beaches, first of all.
Uh-huh.
I really like the sea. And Halasan, which is like probably a cliche place. And then eat different food. You know, try the Jeju food because Jeju food is the
right.
best food that I have tried.
Okay.
Oh, like, what's your favorite?
Yes, that was what I was going to ask.
I want specific answers. You know, I want
I
you guys
want
to give us the
one
secrets because when people say beaches, I'm like, yeah, but which one can you go on with a bikini on and be okay?
Chungmun.
All of them.
Let's say Chungmun.
You don't need a bikini.
Chungmun.
You just jump right in.
No, you know what I'm saying though. I go there all the time, and I know the best places to eat. But I gotta say, like I go to lots of places where I can watch the ocean and have my hue or raw fish.
Oh.
But I don't know places where you can like actually go swimming.
Oh.
Swimming?
Where do you go swimming?
Yes, Ida.
Like
Where do
there
you
is
go
Kim
swimming?
Young Beach, right?
Kim Young Beach, yes.
Chungmun Beach as well, you can do that.
That's
Right.
my beach, Kim Young Beach.
I love it.
Well, it's not Young Kim Beach, it's
Related
Kim
to the
Young
name,
Beach.
Oh, okay.
Well, you should go and swim in Kim Young Beach. Young Kim. You should.
With young Kim.
So funny.
Okay. Well, I think one of our listeners, as a matter of fact, is a huge K-pop fan. So I think, Young Kim, I think you're going to be very happy to hear that Ida is a big fan of 21. Isn't that right? Yeah. So Ida, why do you like 21? And tell us why. You know, some of your preferences about them.
I think it's probably not the best thing to say about the pop group or just general about music, but they're really simple.